Dalton Kincaid comes so close to saving the Bills in AFC Championship game, but it slips away. The Buffalo Bills' playoff history against the Kansas City Chiefs could best be described as a never-ending horror story. And Sunday's AFC Championship game added yet another painful chapter to that saga. Once again, Josh Allen and the Bills were left to watch as Patrick Mahomes' January magic made the difference, sending Kansas City to yet another Super Bowl. But here's the kicker: Buffalo was so close to changing the narrative. So close to finally getting over that Chiefs-shaped hump. It just slipped through the hands of Dalton Kincaid. With the Bills trailing by 3 points late in the game and facing a critical 4th and 5 situation, Allen found himself in full scramble mode. Kansas City's defense, as it often does, dialed up the pressure with a blitz, and Allen was forced to make a desperation throw while off balance. He launched the ball downfield, praying his playmaker could come up with something magical. And that's when the magic almost happened. Kincaid, Buffalo's talented tight end, was right there, to make a game-changing catch. The ball sailed toward him, and for a brief moment, it looked like he might haul it in. It wouldn't have been an easy catch, far from it. The pass was high, Allen was scrambling, and the pressure was all over him. But Kincaid was in the right spot, with a perfect opportunity to keep the Bills' season alive. Unfortunately, he couldn't get a firm grip on the ball, and it fell incomplete. Had he caught it, the Bills would have been looking at a fresh set of downs, right in field goal range, with a chance to tie or win the game. Instead, the Chiefs took over, and with that, the dream of an AFC championship slipped away. The result? Kansas City advances to New Orleans, continuing their quest for an unprecedented third straight Super Bowl title. For the Bills, it was another bitter ending to a season full of promise. But ultimately, not enough to dethrone the Chiefs. The painful what-ifs. Fans and players alike will be replaying that moment over and over. That one small moment where the game was still within reach. It's a harsh reminder of just how fine the line is between triumph and heartbreak in the NFL. And for the Bills, this might sting a bit longer than usual, knowing how close they were to pulling off one of the most dramatic comebacks of the season. Kincaid's near catch wasn't just a what if, it was a reminder that football, especially in playoff games, often comes down to the tiniest details. One missed opportunity, one slip of the hands. That's what separates the winners from the losers. And for the Bills, that narrow miss is going to haunt them. A new year, same old Chiefs. While Buffalo faces another offseason full of what could have been, the Chiefs are once again headed to the Super Bowl. Kansas City's dominance over the AFC continues, and Mahomes and company will get another shot at history with a third consecutive Super Bowl title in sight. But for Buffalo, and especially Dalton Kincaid, that moment, the one where the game slipped away, will linger a bit longer. Closing remarks. If you feel the pain of that close call, hit that like button and share this story with your fellow football fans. And as always, be sure to subscribe for more in-depth coverage, breakdowns, and updates as the NFL postseason heats up. Deal with it, America. Patrick Mahomes and Chiefs defeat Bills to win AFC title and keep Super Bowl three-peat dream alive. Well, America. Looks like we're stuck with them. In a game that felt like a high-octane roller coaster, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs defeated Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to capture the AFC Championship for a third straight year, keeping their hopes of a Super Bowl three-peat alive. Sorry, Buffalo fans. Better luck next year, or, the next 17 years. Maybe. It was the type of game that gets NFL fans' hearts racing, where one last-minute drive could make or break a team's season. The Bills, trailing by just 3 points with 3:33 left on the clock, were given one last shot at glory, a situation that, in most quarterbacks' minds, is the moment to shine and etch their names into NFL lore. If only things were so simple when facing the juggernaut that is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, masters of the clutch moment. Why are the Chiefs a dynasty, you ask? Well, the answer is simple. This team has made a habit of rising to the occasion when the game is on the line. It's like clockwork at this point. Sure, it's not always pretty, and sometimes it feels like the whole world is rooting for them to lose. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs always find a way to win when it matters most. And the AFC Championship was no different. The Chiefs made just enough plays to survive the Buffalo onslaught, with a crucial defensive stop inside the 2-minute warning, followed by a last-minute turnover on downs. With that, Kansas City sealed a 32-29 victory and punched their ticket to Super Bowl 59, where they'll face the Philadelphia Eagles in New Orleans on February 9. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be one for the ages. A classic AFC Championship showdown. If you've been living under a rock and somehow missed it, let me catch you up. The Chiefs and Bills are not new to these late-game heroics. For the last few seasons, they've been exchanging blows in some of the most thrilling playoff matchups in recent memory. This one? Definitely no exception. While many of the other playoff games this season have been lacking in drama, this one delivered big time. First half, Kansas City comes out swinging. Now, we all know the Chiefs have Mahomes, but the offense hasn't always been the juggernaut we've come to expect. In fact, the Chiefs' offense didn't crack the 30-point mark in a single game during the regular season. But against the Bills? Well, they came out strong. Kansas City scored 21 points before halftime, and it didn't take long for them to make their mark. The game opened with a solid drive capped off by a Kareem Hunt touchdown that gave the Chiefs a 7-0 lead. The Bills weren't about to roll over though, they fought back, taking the lead for a short time before the Chiefs put together a 14-point run. The key moment came from wide receiver Xavier Worthy, who stole a pass out of a defender's hands to set up a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Mahomes, putting the Chiefs up 21-10. The Bills weren't just going to let the game slip away, though. They needed to score before halftime, and they did. Josh Allen connected with Mac Hollins for a spectacular 34-yard touchdown. Despite being interfered with on the play, they tried to take the 2-point conversion after a penalty, but Allen's quarterback sneak was stopped just short. Still, it was a manageable 21-16 deficit heading into the second half. Second half, a battle of wits and guts. Now, buckle up, folks. The second half was the kind of football we live for. A defensive battle turned into a thrilling back-and-forth exchange, with the Bills seizing the lead at one point. On a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, Bills running back James Cook was hit just short of the goal line but showed incredible determination, stretching the ball over for a touchdown. With that, Buffalo took a 22-21 lead. And let's not forget the 4th down gutsy decision earlier that set up this moment. Allen's keeper on 4th down got them to this point, showing the kind of aggression we don't always see from Sean McDermott in crunch time situations. But hey, boldness pays off. Unfortunately, not all 4th down plays went the Bills' way. A crucial 4th and inches attempt later in the game saw Allen get stopped on a quarterback sneak. The call was reviewed but upheld. Buffalo turned it over on downs. And you can guess what happened next. The Chiefs capitalized. The Chiefs take control. Mahomes does Mahomes things. After the Bills' turnover on downs, the Chiefs did what they do best, they took control. Mahomes led a quick drive into Buffalo territory, with a huge assist from a face mask penalty on linebacker Matt Milano and some slick moves from Worthy. But the Bills weren't going to make it easy, and the Chiefs were backed up after a sack. On 2nd and goal from the 17-yard line, Mahomes' first 2 passes fell incomplete, leaving the Chiefs with just a field goal to show for their efforts. But that was enough. The Chiefs led 32-29 with 3:33 remaining. The game was now in the hands of Allen and the Bills. The Bills' last shot. With just over 3 minutes left, Buffalo had one last shot at redemption, but the Chiefs' defense stood tall, forcing a hurried throw from Allen on 4th down that fell incomplete. Dalton Kincaid couldn't haul it in, and with that, the Chiefs took over on downs. Game over. It's not the ending the Bills were hoping for, but it's the one we've come to expect from Mahomes and the Chiefs. They've been here before, and they know how to win in the clutch. Super Bowl bound. Kansas City versus Philadelphia. And just like that, the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl, with a chance to make history and secure a 3rd straight championship. For the Bills, it's back to the drawing board, but they'll be back. We'll be seeing them again next season. Now, folks, let's get ready for Super Bowl 59. The Kansas City Chiefs will face off against the Philadelphia Eagles on February 9 in New Orleans, and it promises to be a showdown for the ages. Closing remarks. That's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed this breakdown, Make sure to hit that like button. Share this video with your fellow football fans. And don't forget to subscribe for more analysis, updates, and the latest sports buzz. Until next time, keep the faith. And remember, the Chiefs are coming for that third ring. Stay tuned.